Hi, welcome to Web Design Project video. This is a list of suggestions how you should use this video. The notes for this video can be found here, which is loaded here. And we are going to carry on. So all the previous videos can be found here. So we have been working on the design prototype, and we are working on index, and we started the contact us. Okay, so let's carry on with the index and finish it. All right, so according to our sketches, we are going to put some people jumping, doing martial arts here, and we are going to put in the text. Put in the text here, and then we're going to put in the footer, and we pretty much are done for the day, okay? So the first one is the jumping person. We can reuse the old one, so let's do, let's go back here. I think we have jump sidekick solid color. We're just going to open it and right click open in Photoshop. And then we are going to do a select subject. So AI will automatically select the subject. And then we are going to do an edit fill. Okay, first we want to choose the foreground color. So we are going to use a little bit not so white. Okay, so our white is for text. So we are going to use check if we are going to use F6 EBEB. You can key in. Okay, we're going to change the foreground color. Click on that and key in F6 EBEB, which is slightly not so white. Okay, and then we are going to do an edit fill with the selection is still there. And we're going to fill the content with the foreground color. Make sure you choose foreground color. So you have this jumping person here. And then you can do an edit copy. Come back to index. Make sure you select the main content and footer folder and do an edit paste. So you have this huge person jumping. So let me make this smaller. ALT zoom. Sorry. Or you can just ALT drag. Same thing. And then use the move tool to make this person smaller. Make sure that when you move the properties, sorry, not the properties. When you move, make sure that the aspect ratio is locked. Okay, if it's not locked, the person will maybe be stopped. So make him smaller. View, fit on screen, move him down, smaller, edit, transform. I want to say flip vertical. Edit, undo. Edit, transform, flip horizontal. So we have this person jumping. Make him slightly smaller. Okay, we're going to rename it to Kick1. Double click on it. KICK1. Kick1. So the first one is done, and then I'm going to do then I'm going to find the second image. We'll draw some image. So let's look at the second image. Second image, we like it. Here, let us do this one. Right click, open with Photoshop. So we want this kicking. It's not really taekwondo, but that's fine. But If we select, we may not be able to select this person. So we are going to cut it. Marquee tool. Cut the person. Edit cut. Close this file. Do not save. No. Do a file new. Custom. Create. Control V to paste, or you can do edit paste. And then select the subject. Same thing. Edit. Fill. Foreground color. OK. Edit copy. Come back here. Same layer. Edit paste. Resize. Edit, transform, flip horizontal. Roughly move it to, okay, somewhere that looks good. Okay, I need to close this. So close, do not save, no. Close, do not save, no. Oops, I forgot to commit the changes. Let me do this real quick. Click commit changes by the check mark here. Okay, now we are good. That's embarrassing. All right, double click on here, kick to. All right, file save. Now the third one, like this one, so open this with Photoshop. Select the subject automatically. So this is easy because it's a pretty uniform background. Edit fill, foreground, edit copy. I think you can even close now, just don't save. And then make sure it's the same layer, edit paste. Make him smaller. Commit. Pick 3. This person move it down here. All right, 4 person. I think I like this one. So the problem is you can use this person as the actual image without doing the fill, but all of them wear different uniforms, so they have to be wear the same uniform to make it look good. So I just did the trick. Edit fill. Okay. Edit copy. Come back here. Same. Select kick 2, kick 3. So this one will be, when you do edit paste, will be kick 4. Commit. Last one. File save. Come back here. How about we try this one? This one is interesting. Sometimes it doesn't work, okay? So it may not work for all. So let me just copy him. Cut, close, do not save. Okay, I need to close this one as well. Do not save. From new. Edit paste. Select. Sometimes it doesn't work. It works. Edit fill. Foreground color. Okay. Edit copy. Come back here. Edit paste. Zoom out. Move to. View fit on screen. Move to. Okay, looks pretty good. Commit. All right. Rename this to pick 4. Double click. Rename this to pick 5. Okay, if you want, we can actually add a drop shadow to it to make it look better. Okay, so we are just going to select cake 1 and FX drop shadow. 135, no global light, opacity 75, 222 is good. 135, no global light. 222. Okay, so you have a drop shadow to make cake 1 looks more stand out. And now you use the Alt key to drag to copy. Okay, so drag the effect to 2, drag the effect to 3, drag the effect to 4, and drag the effect to 5. So you duplicate all the effects. So now everybody has a drop shadow. Looks really good. File save. And the next thing you want to do is you want to put in the text to talk about all the content. So let's do that. And we can use a different font actually, but we can just use Verdana. That will work too. Okay. So go up here, text, change the text color to FD. Okay. Which is slightly brighter than the logos. All right. And then left aligned, Verdana regular. Of course, we can use other font as well because later this is going to be the image. So we actually use Franklin Gothic heavy. Not sure if it looks good. Let's try. Or we try Franklin Gothic. Book regular probably is better. Or demi regular. Let's try book regular. Okay. Let's say it's 23 points. And we are going to type it here. Maybe I should try the AV. No, heavy is not nice. Let's try demi regular. No. All right, book is fine. Okay, about us. Yeah, I think this is different font. It is too big, so I'm going to change this font to 20. Okay, yeah, that's better. Now I have one to work with. So I'm going to just do the Alt key to drag this to the second one. Oops, for some reason I did not change the A. Okay, okay. Now I'm going to keep duplicating and make sure that the location is in the middle, at exact the same location, like the V is cutting the. Okay, make sure they are of the same height. And we can start changing the content. The second one is. So now is a good time to ask somebody to check your English, because when you type and design, you normally don't think like don't think in English terms. You just do it in graphical terms. Okay. This is the time to check if they actually look good, right? So let's do a file save. Let me go and do a view. Show guides. So this is what it looks like without a guide. All right, probably I need to move the free classes up. Okay, so let's do that. Click somewhere else. Okay, alignment down to here. Yeah. Okay, good enough. All right, I think I also accidentally moved this. Okay, I think it looks. Okay, let me see that again. Okay, good enough. Okay, so now we want to add the drop shadow effects on all the text. So use the move tool, Alt key, drag. All right, now the text will stand out. File save. Okay, so this is the time to put a footer. So our footer is here. And I just realized that we may have missed resources on the top. Okay, so we actually need to change the top to include the resources. So I'm going to just go in here. So we have instructors. Okay, adding the resources. I missed that. So let me just move this. Okay, lock it again. Now it looks good. I'm going to add a footer now, which is below here. And for the footer font, we are going to use Madonna, of course, because later it's going to be text. And then the color is FD, FD, FD. Let's say 18 points. Put it here. Oh, not capital. I think 18 is maybe too smooth. We'll see. Okay, so this is a good place to stop. No, not yet. One more thing to add. Okay, so you can move this to the left. To align it with something. And then texture. So later this will be text, so it doesn't really matter. Just right now, just to show it. All right, file save. Okay, so now is a good time to check. Make sure you make no mistakes in what you type here, because we are going to collapse this to graphics, and later you cannot change. So it's a good idea to actually save a copy of the file in this format. But for our demonstration, we're not going to do that. We're just going to collapse it, okay? Maybe I should keep a copy of this before I collapse, so that if there's any changes, I can still change. Okay, so let's do a file save and come over here. And then make a copy of the index. So in C10 Web Design 2021, make a copy of the index and rename it to golf. Okay, so before I collapse, if you go back, want to change the text, you realize there's a typo, you still can. You don't have to, paste something over it. Okay? All right. I have to close this, of course. I think that's a good place to stop. So in the next video, we are going to collapse this. Okay? Thanks for watching. Bye.